Talk. All right. If you can hear me, please just drop a comment in the comment section so we can just proceed. If you can hear me, let's see if we can get 5 comments. Just 5. I want to know if you can hear me. Just type I can hear you. Oh, Peter. Welcome, Peter. Who else can hear me? I can see 6 persons live. Who else can hear me? I want to believe I am live on Facebook. Okay, okay. Vibes with Lady K. You were here last week. Interesting. Okay, okay. Who else? I need 2 more persons so we can proceed. Loud and clear. Interesting. Somebody can hear me from Facebook. I love this. So what you are going to do for me, just type your full name, tell me the location you are signing in from, and tell me what you hope to learn from today's class. So tell me your full name, the location you are signing in from, and what you intend to learn from today's class. Let's go. First 3 persons. Okay. Tell me what you intend to learn. Amazing, amazing. All right. Kezia. I don't know if I pronounced your name very well. Oh, sorry. Kezia, Gifty Onsu from Kurante. I'm not used to that place, okay? So I don't know if I pronounced it very well. Dauda Joseph, higher ground. You were around last week. From Ogun State. Who else? Who else? One more person. One more person. You guys have not told me what you intend to learn from the class. We don't have time. We don't have time. Let's know what we are doing. Ni Amuda is here. Amazing. So tell me what you intend to learn from the class. Let's fly. Let's fly. I'm going to drop a link now. Put it on your status. Tell everybody you know to come here. Tell everybody you know to come here. Copy the link. Put it on your status. That's it. Copy and put on your status. Anosike, Olivia Ezine, Jenny from Abuja. Abuja people used to have money very well. I heard they used to have money. I heard so. I heard so. Antonia Aigbokian from Edo State, Nigeria. Facebook user from Uyo. Then Vibes with Lady K signing in from Accra, Ghana. Last week we had lots of Ghanaians here. Last week, I don't know. I don't know if you guys planned to storm this place last week. I intend to learn how to use all my social media platforms to earn money by sharing value. Okay, Oruchi Samuel from Makodi, Victor Maxine from Calabar, the high ticket closer himself, Jesus. The people I'm seeing here, they are scaring me. They are scaring me big time. So before I fly, I want to know, is the sound clear or is it breaking? Let me know. Is the sound clear or is it breaking? I want to know, please, before I fly. Let me know if the sound is clear or if it's breaking. I would really want every one of us to be very quick about everything. I'm waiting for your, very clear, interesting. So we want to talk about how you can tweak social media algorithm to make more sales, how you can tweak social media algorithm to 10x your sales. And when I mean algorithm, I mean, let's say the science behind a social media platform. So that's what I mean by algorithm. You notice that there are times where you post something on your Facebook, you get lots of likes. And there are times where you post, let's say the first time you had 200 likes. The second time you post and you are just seeing 12 likes. No matter how healthy your self-esteem is, because you are a human being, you are going to feel it. Yes, because you are a human being, you are going to feel it very, very well. Very, very, very. You are going to feel it. And there are also times where you post and it looks as if you are the only one that is liking your comment. So algorithm is more like what the platform does to show your post to persons. And if the algorithm is to your favor, it means more persons are going to see your post. If the algorithm is not in your favor, it means most persons will not what? Will not see the post. It means most persons will not see the post. And one way to tweak algorithms to your favor is by running in line with trends. Don't ever at a point be against the trend. Try as much as possible to be in support of trends. Use trends to your advantage. So you see, during the NSAS and all that, people were using trend, and there are ways you shouldn't use trend anyway. Don't use a trend that does not relate with what you are doing. And one way to promote, okay, let me give you an example. There was a protest today in University of Benin. University of Benin, there was a protest because of the hike in school fees. Persons were told to pay extra 20K for not paying during the stipulated time. And during the period of the protest, I saw something that caught my attention. So a guy said, they did not teach us ABC, but they want to collect our money in the form of BTC. And he put under to buy BTC at affordable rates. Call this number. So what he did was that he used the protest to his advantage. So he was tweaking the trend and making sure it was increasing his sales. And during the protest, I can assure you that there were over 3,000 persons there. If I think I am not even stating, I think I'm bringing it very, very low. And imagine only 10% of those persons collect his number. It means by the end of today, that young man would have had nothing less than 300 persons calling him to do what? To buy Bitcoins and to buy other stuff from him. So the young man, I don't know if he was intentional about what he did, but the point remains that he used the trend to his to his advantage. Don't ever be against the trend. And while you are in support of trends, I think I need to state this. While you are in support of trend, avoid some trends. And I'm going to state this very clearly. And you can see something sliding there. Learn with your pen and notebook so you can always go back to it. And I would want you to write this. When you are supporting trends, please avoid the following trends. Avoid any religious trend. Avoid religious trends. Let me explain why. You would not want religious fanatics to be against you. It's a very terrible situation to find yourself in. For the fact that you are against people putting on trousers does not mean you should go online to talk down on people who are wearing trousers. Let me tell you one funny thing. Whether you state what you believe in or not, there are other persons who believe in what you believe. Whether you say it on Facebook, other persons will say it. So there's no point saying it. There's no point. So I don't like what Christian uploaded, and I hate the fact that he said that everybody must pay tithe, for instance. Even if I don't like what he said, the only thing I'm going to do is not to comment, because I know that there's somebody somewhere that does not like what he said that is going to do or that is going to comment. So let everybody be against that person, not me. Avoid religious posts. Avoid religious trend. I'm not telling you not to delve into religious trends, but I'm just saying that you do not want lots of people to be against you. So imagine somebody talking down on Deeper Life in quote, for instance. Now imagine Deeper Lifers choosing to be against you. During the 2016 period, there was a lady who was big online on Facebook. Yeah, I need to be very specific. During the 2016 period. So this lady happens to attack another influencer on Facebook. I'm not going to mention her name. So she attacked an influencer. And the influencer she attacked happened to be one of the big guys in 2016. And the next thing that happened was that all the followers of that influencer began to drag her. In 24 hours, she lost her reputation online. Till date, nobody is hearing about her again. I witnessed her fall before my very eyes. Avoid religious trends. Avoid trends that involve two influencers fighting online. Yes, you don't want to be caught in between. For somebody to be called an influencer, it means the person must have influenced a whole lot of persons over time. And for every person this person has influenced, they will come back fighting you. So instead of me to be involved when two influencers are fighting, I just mind my business. And I would advise you do what? You mind your business, because any influencer you are against, their followers will be against you. And even after the fight, their followers will not forget your name. They will keep discussing you. And you do not want 4,000 persons to be against you because of your naughty comments. You know, there are people that say, I just want to talk my mind, though. I just want to talk my mind. Don't allow your mind put you in trouble. Don't allow your mind put you in trouble. The only way I'm going to be involved in an online dispute is when my friend is involved. So let's say someone is against Stars, someone is against AJ, someone is against Prof, someone is against Grace Carlo. Certainly, you are going to find me there, because I cannot just watch my friend fight alone. But then, if it's an influencer that is not really close to me, I don't really see any reason why I should be involved in a fight that does not concern me. Okay. And if there's a book, I think I need to recommend this book for everybody. Go and download The Mafia Manager. Mafia Manager by Mr. V. Mafia Manager by who? By Mr. V. Okay, let me type it. Just give me a minute. The Mafia. You are really going to learn a whole lot of things from this book. The Mafia Manager. But please, when reading this book, ensure to filter through, because the book was written by an Italian mafia. Yes, the book was written by who? By an Italian mafia. And he was very, very careful to not put his name. When you buy the book, you are not even going to see his picture. All right. Okay, give me a minute. Let me show you the book. Richard, please give me Mafia Manager. Give me a minute. I want to show you how the book looks like. It's on the table, that side. That side there. Just look for it anywhere around. No, that side. I want to show you how the book looks like. Good. So this is the Mafia Manager. In case you go to a bookstore, this is exactly how it looks like. The Mafia Manager. And when you go behind, you are going to see his name is V. It's just a code name. If you can see his picture, you discover that it was just a guy in black hat. Because some of the secrets he revealed in this book, they are classified information. Information used by Italian cartels, information used by Italian mafia groups and all that. So he was very careful not to put himself in trouble. And trust me, you do not want to apply every single thing you find in this book. So while you read, please be careful what you apply. While you read, be careful what to apply. So I'm just going to state about 5 quotes in this book. 5 quotes, so you know how perfect the book is. Now, one of the quotes was this. He said, "The eagle does not hunt flies." Yes, interesting. He said his location is not even mentioned. So Mr. V said, eagles don't hunt flies. So if you are reading this book, it's going to teach you how not to focus your energy on things that are not really going to benefit you, in quotes. So what he did was that he broke the book into 3 segments, and after each of these segments, he gave us lots of quotes that we can learn from. Now see something he said again. He said, when on thin ice, skate very fast. Implication, if you ever get to find yourself in a risky situation, ensure to get out of the risky situation as fast as possible. Ensure to get out of the risky situation as fast as possible. So let me know if you are learning something. Let me know if you are learning something. Tell me what you've learned. Tell me what you've learned. Exactly. So tell me what you've learned. Let me state some other things for you before I proceed with what I was saying. Let me state some other things for you before I proceed with what I was saying. Now, see what Mr. V said. He said, where there are many words, there are many lies. So it's, yes, go and get the book, David. Go and get the book. Get the book, please. I read this book 2017. It's changed my life. When I gave the book out to someone, I ran to buy a new copy. Yes, I ran to buy a new copy. So he said, where there are many words, there are many lies. So this made me remember a quote somebody told me. He said, when lying, be brief. When lying, be brief. And another man said that, that a liar needs good memory. Every liar needs good memory. When lying, be what? Be brief. Mafia manager is going to teach you a whole lot of things. Trust me, it is going to teach you a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things. Now, see something he said again. See something he said again. He said, given enough time, nothing is accomplished. They said, when given enough time, nothing is what accomplished. So I got to learn that whenever you want to accomplish something, always make sure it is under the influence of time. So I heard a story. Anybody, nobody, and everybody, three persons went to an event, and they said, please, everybody, carry these chairs, stock it up somewhere. So because they said everybody should carry the chair, the guy called anybody chose not to carry the chair. Said they were talking to everybody, so anybody chose not to carry the chair. And at the end of the day, everybody did not carry the chair. Anybody did not carry the chair, and only Mr. Nobody went to carry the chair. So most times when you don't add time to an activity, it's always never done. Most times you don't get to accomplish it. So let me give you the last quote from this book. You are going to see over 100 quotes from this book, and all of them, they are life transforming. Deadline are magical. Deadline are magical. Now, this one taught me a whole lot about closing and selling. Ensure you put the link on your status. Let more persons come and learn. Let more persons come and learn. This is going to be over an hour. I'm going to teach you how you can tweak social media algorithm to 10x your sales, how you can make lots of profits online. Now, this was what Mr. V said. He said, when you must cut a person, persuade the victim that you are a surgeon. He said, if you must cut a person, persuade the victim that you are a surgeon. What a powerful statement. If you must sell a webinar to a person, persuade the person that you are what? That you are an authority. So there are a whole lot of things you are going to learn from the book. I don't usually recommend books to people, but I have to recommend this book to everyone. So when two influencers are fighting, don't be involved. When two influencers are fighting, don't be involved unless you have a stake in the fight. Yes. So I've mentioned don't be involved in religious trends. Don't be involved when two influencers are fighting. This may sound a bit controversial, but let me be very clear with everybody. This is just my perspective. What I'm about to say is my perspective, and I am not in any way imposing it on anybody. When you're online, please avoid any post that has to do with feminism. When online, avoid any post that has to do with feminism. Now, let me tell you why. It is simply because everybody who is anti-feminist, most times they are extremists, and most feminists are also extremists. So implication, whatever you post, millions of people are always going to be against your idea, whether you are in favor of feminism or you are against feminism. So just avoid the talk. Avoid the talk. Just avoid it. If you can record the three things I've listed, you will discover that every human being there are all extremists. Yes. If you go into the religious post, lots of persons are what they are extremists. So I shared something on my status yesterday about Christians who were tied up in a nylon bag. I know how many comments I got from Muslims in quotes. I know how many comments I got. I explained my perspective to some of them, and some of them I just left their post there. Okay. So when we are talking about religious content, majority of the persons you are going to be reaching out to are extremists. When you are talking about influencers, majority of their followers are loyalists, and they are so loyal to the point that they now become extremists. When you are talking about feminism, majority of these persons are what? They are also extremists. Avoid these topics. Avoid these topics. Now, there are some things you should never post online. There are some things you would want to consider not posting online. And let me tell you what these things are. Don't post your income online. Don't post your income online. I know you want to sell your class. I know you want lots of persons to register in your class. Your account balance there. You don't want to die untimely, you don't have sense. You get what I said? You do not want to die untimely because you don't have sense. So I'm going to share a story with you. I live in Asaba, and my dad was telling me a story about the owner of a filling station. He was kidnapped. He was kidnapped by a group, and they took him into the bush. And when they took him into the bush, they requested for millions of naira. Millions of naira. And the family were willing to release this money. The family were willing to release this money. And as a matter of fact, they said, don't come with the policemen, or else we are going to kill your husband. So they listened. They brought the money. They didn't involve policemen. They actually went there with the bag of money. They had to present the money physically. It had to be real cash. So while they were about to release the man now saw one of the kidnappers and discovered that one of the kidnappers happened to be his nephew. And they were like, so he mentioned the guy's name, let's say James, for instance. They're like, James. And immediately they shot the man dead. Immediately they shot the man dead. So he died not because he did not pay the ransom, but because he saw the persons who kidnapped him. How would the nephew had kidnapped him if he was not loud about his earning? Now, there are some niche that requires you to be loud about your earning anyway, especially when you are talking about a niche like sales, affiliate marketing, and all that. There are times where you have to involve your earning, but don't do it as much as possible. And if possible, okay, I really don't want to say much things about this, but anyway, minimize how much you use your earnings. Minimize how much you try to use your earnings. Someone said he's trying to copy the link, but it's not working. Go on my WhatsApp status, click on the link, copy it from there. Okay, it's going to copy from there. So minimize how much you put it there. This man was just killed because he had money. Now he owned money, he worked his money out, but he just died like that. And if you've made your research about God is good mottos, you will discover that that was also how he was killed. A nephew, I heard a nephew was involved in his kidnapping, and that was how the owner of God is good also died. Don't be loud about what you earn, not even to your family and friends, because you never can tell where it's going to come from. Okay, I'm not telling you not to spend, but keep people guessing. Keep people guessing. It's better when they guess what you earn than for you to give them the exact figure of what you earn. Okay. Secondly, don't post your relationship life online. I know love is sweeting you, but you will still eat breakfast. Not all of us will eat breakfast anyway. But when you now eat breakfast, how will you cope when everybody know who you are following? Okay. So you see, leave your relationship life out of social media. Yes. Date who you want to date. Funny enough, you are the one dating the person. Social media is not dating your babe. So let your babe rest. We know you want to make her feel special. We know you want to make him feel special. But when you chop heartbreak, your heartbreak is going to be what's special. When you chop breakfast, it's going to be well prepared. Let me tell you one other reason. When you always upload the person you are dating, it's a show of love anyway, but you are putting the person at a very high risk. Because a time will come where people might want to get you and they don't get you, and the person will have to fall victim. I don't want to mention some names online, but check the big guys you admire. You don't know who they are dating unless it's time for wedding. And most times their wedding is almost so low key that you don't get to know. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. Yeah, it is. Don't upload your location online. Don't. I've listed three now, right? This is the third one. Your location. Your location. So somebody should list number one and two for us. I'm not going to say it. I want somebody to list number one and two for us. All right. So I'm going to play a 22 seconds video while somebody is listing what number one and two. Then I'm going to come back to tell you about number three. Remember, I said it's just a 22 seconds video, right? So somebody should list number one, two, and three for us. Yeah, so is it bad to tell people where you stay? No, it's not bad. Trust me, it is not bad. It is not bad. But there are times where you have to hide it. Let me tell you a story. I love telling stories, okay? A man was traveling to Port Harcourt. So he now put on his WhatsApp status, Port Harcourt. Many of you see something like that on my status anyway. If you see Benin on my status, just know that I'm already in Benin. I'm not on the way. So I'm already in Benin. I'm not on the way. So this guy was going to Port Harcourt, and he now told people on his WhatsApp that he was on his way to Port Harcourt. So he took a flight, and they estimated when he was going to land in Port Harcourt. So before he got there, they were already at the airport waiting for him. Remember, they know how he looks like, right? So when he victory. So when he got to Port Harcourt, what happened? A vehicle just stopped close to him. I was like, "Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. We are some so and so company, and the CEO of the company told us to give you this letter. And we don't know if you are free. If you are free, you could just come with us while we take you to the company because we want to sign an ambassador's deal with you and all that." So this man was very excited. Coming to Port Harcourt. Now, this is a true life story, okay? It's a true life story. So this man was excited that he wants to close a deal with a company. So he ran into the vehicle. And that was the last time we heard of this man. A true life story. He was kidnapped at the airport. I heard at the airport while he was on his way to Port Harcourt. They told him that he was supposed to sign a deal with a company. So he entered the vehicle and it was a tinted glass. So they just had to lock the vehicle. Until date, we've never heard of this man. Kidnappers have come up with lots of innovative and creative ways to kidnap. That was the last time we heard of him. Keep your location private. Keep your location private. Keep the location of your parents private. Keep the location of your family private. Keep the location of your girlfriend private. Keep the location of your boyfriend private. There are certain things you shouldn't put online. And even if you put it, make sure you don't do it all the time, okay? There are certain things you shouldn't put online. There are certain things you shouldn't put online. So let's go back to what we're saying, all right? Use trends to your advantage. Use trends to your advantage, especially during the NSAS protest and during University of Benin protest. Many persons used it to their advantage. So I saw some SUG guys coming to lead the protest. So somebody who was contesting for SUG president was leading the protest. What was he doing? He's using the protest to his advantage. So you are going to think he's an active guy. And when it's time for election, you are going to vote him in. Not because you can vouch for him, but because he was at the forefront of the protest. It is only a stupid man that will not use trends to his advantage. Yes. It is only a stupid man that will not use trends to his advantage. All right. Okay. I need to upload them. Yes. It is only a stupid man that will not use trends to his advantage. So let's talk about different social media platforms and how they work. Different social media platforms and how they work. How you post on WhatsApp is not the way you post on Instagram. Don't be stupid. Don't be unfortunate. And how you post on Instagram shouldn't be the way you post on Twitter. Don't post on Facebook the way you post on Twitter. Every platform comes with its own kind of algorithm. Please listen to me very carefully. This is a free webinar. It doesn't mean you should be unserious about it, okay? Every platform comes with its own key features. So you would agree with me that before Instagram Reels came about, what was the big thing in Instagram was carousels. So you would notice that carousels always have more likes than normal quote designs. If you are active on Instagram, you would agree with what I just said. Carousels have more likes than Instagram. But the time came when Instagram brought Instagram Reels on board. Instagram Reels began to reach out to more persons than carousels, and carousels began to reach more persons than what than Instagram designs. Implication: on a scale of preference, upload what's it called videos, upload Instagram Reels more on Instagram. And if you cannot come up with videos, then do more of carousel designs. And if you cannot come up with carousel, do more of what? Of quote designs. Let me tell you why. All these big brands are always in constant rivalry. All these big brands are always fighting themselves. Let me explain. So Instagram came up with their Instagram Reels because they wanted to fight YouTube and TikTok. Yes. So they wanted something that could match YouTube. They wanted something that could match TikTok. Remember, Instagram is owned by Facebook, YouTube is owned by Google, and TikTok is owned by an Asian brand, all right? So because Mark wanted to compete with these guys, he began to give Instagram Reels more reach. He began to give them more audience. Implication: he was indirectly compelling people to upload more videos so that people can come on Instagram to do what? To watch videos. When you understand how these brands fight, you can use them to your advantage. So you notice that whenever Samsung comes up with a new product, in a very few weeks' time, iPhone is going to come up with what? With a new product. So you're always changing your iPhone because you don't have sense. And you keep giving Apple lots of money, forgetting that there is little or no difference between this Apple product and the other Apple products. Yeah. So they are using their rivalry to collect money from you. But because I understand the game they are playing, I use an Oppo product. So when they came up with a new Oppo product, I did not change my phone because what my phone is doing for me is clear. So for instance, if your YouTube settings, if you put your video quality in the highest, you are going to see how clear my video is. And it's even the front camera, not the back camera. So I don't really care about the new product because my phone does everything I want it to do for me. I'm not using a digital camera to go live. I'm using my phone to go live. So whenever Samsung comes up with what? With a new product, iPhone is angry, so they come up with their new product. So when Techno comes up with their new product, Infinix becomes angry and they what? And they come up with what? Their new product. So all these brands, they're always fighting against each other. So because TikTok came on board, Zuckerberg got angry and did what? And came up with Instagram Reels. So if you want to sell more on Instagram, use Instagram Reels. Funny enough, I uploaded a video on Instagram and the views was very, very crazy. The views was very, very crazy. Like I was surprised. My reach has never gotten like that unless it was a promoted post and all that. It was so high, I couldn't believe it. So don't let these brands cash out with you. Don't let them. Don't let them. All right. I don't know if you guys saw something Mark Zuckerberg did. He has built a new brand that sells glasses for $300. Yes, with the glass you can take picture. With that eyeglass, you can record audio. With that exact eyeglass, you can video what you are seeing. So you just need to tap a button and you are video recording the event. So you're in a party, they say don't take video. And there's this guy, he's just dancing like this and he touches his glasses. Bam, everybody video don't they take. And the guy is snapping pictures with his glasses. This guy is recording sound with his glasses. What is Zuckerberg trying to do? He's trying to move from the social media brand to a more physical brand anyway. So understand that big brands are always against each other. Don't let them cash out with you. I saw the advert yesterday. It's a new brand owned by Facebook. And funny enough, the person who was in the video was actually Mark Zuckerberg, and he was putting on the glasses to do the advertisement. Yes. And I don't know how many of you know, Steve Jobs is not just the owner of Apple anyway. He partnered with Steve Wozniak to come up with Apple, just as Steve Jobs was the popular guy. Yeah. And a few days ago, Steve Wozniak uploaded a tweet. Now he's building a space company that wants to be better than that of Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. I don't know why you guys don't. I don't know if you actually study these tech companies, but I do once in a while. So today I discovered that Steve Wozniak is launching a space company called Privateer Space. He said he wants it to be bigger and better than that of Elon Musk and that of Jeff Bezos. Now, an average American is going to save up money to pay Steve Wozniak, but he doesn't realize that these big brands are cashing out on your head. And this is what Coca-Cola is doing. I see somebody saying, I don't like Coke. They say Coke, they cause diabetes. Now, Fanta, I prefer. You are still giving Coke money now. They are both owned by Coca-Cola. So you don't know because they told you to give you diabetes. So you go and buy Sprite because the taste is like lime. You are still giving what Coca-Cola money. And there's somebody shouting one day, I beg all this Coke company, they should get out. I'm not buying Coke. I'm not buying Sprite. I'm not buying Fanta. I prefer bottled water. Please give me Eva bottled water. You don't know that Eva bottled water is owned by Coca-Cola. So wherever you run to, you are paying them money. You should go and read a book called Capitalist Ninja. It's going to teach you a whole lot about what I said, Capitalist Ninja. I don't want to start listing companies that are selling on your head now. Okay, let me give you a very quick example. How many of you remember Cowbear? Cowbear, our milk. You notice that they did not have any tin milk. No, it was always sachet. Those days we were buying it for 13 naira. I won't say those days because it's not that long. So Cowbear, our milk was sold for 13 naira. And you discover that yes, they are everywhere. And you discover that when Peak came into the market, they pursued Cowbell. Yeah, so Peak was now everywhere. Cowbell was no longer everywhere. In a very short time, Cowbell left the market. You think they left, they did not leave. They did not leave. As a matter of fact, Cowbell is selling more than Peak, if you don't know. So what Cowbell did was that they killed the name Cowbell, Capitalist Ninja, Niger. Capitalist Ninja, Niger. Please, you guys should read lots of books now. So Cowbell, they dissolved the name Cowbell and they came out as different names. Yes. So because you don't like Cowbell and you don't want to buy Picnic, the next day we'll find you buying Mixie. In case you don't know, Mixie is owned, I think this guy got the spelling right. Mixie is owned by Cowbell. Yes. Mixie is owned by Cowbell. Every Viju milk you drink, the milk company that supplies Viju milk company is Cowbell. In your mind, you are not paying Cowbell, but when you buy Mixie, you are paying them. When you buy Loyal milk, you are paying Cowbell. When you buy Viju milk, you are paying Cowbell. And I think Nutri milk is also being sponsored by Cowbell. So I think Cowbell is the guys that gives them the milk and all that. These guys understand how to penetrate the society, but you don't. In your mind, Cowbell died. They did not die. They are simply making more profit than they were making when they came out with the name Cowbell. Yeah. I will see some persons. Let me tell you why these big brands, they're actually doing better than you. They make themselves omnipresent and they make themselves so relevant that you cannot run away from them. So because Coca-Cola is bottling, I think, Pepsi. I'm not really sure, but I think Coca-Cola is bottling Pepsi. So Coca-Cola will not want Pepsi to die because they are going to lose lots of money. And Pepsi will not want Coca-Cola to die because nobody is going to bottle their drink. Although they are direct rivals, but they depend on each other for coexistence. Your problem is that you don't collaborate. So you see lots of advertisements. Pepsi is always fighting Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is always fighting Pepsi. And you, because you are a Pepsi loyalist, I know people who don't drink Coke because they like Pepsi. But funny enough, these companies, they are collaborating to steal money from you. Yeah. So when you check these top social media guys, they always collaborate. It is only these newbies that don't collaborate. You think they will steal your idea. Your idea does not count in the real world. Anyway, let me just tell you the truth. That thing you call a big idea is what people have already implemented. So I don't see any need why you shouldn't collaborate. Big brands are always collaborating. Small guys are the ones who are not collaborating. I don't want to explain a whole lot about these brands that you are seeing. I really don't want to explain a whole lot about them. But trust me, you cannot do without these brands. You cannot. You cannot run away from Coca-Cola. Let me tell you the truth. There are lots of brands that Coca-Cola is powering that you are spending on every day, every single day. If there's any model if there's any business model you should study, study Facebook, study Coca-Cola. Yes, study Facebook, study Coca-Cola. Study what? Facebook and study Coca-Cola. Let me tell you something about brands and what you should know about unique selling points. Your unique selling point is what makes you stand out in the market. Many of you don't have any unique selling points. This is why you are not selling online. You just come out and you tell us you're a graphic designer. For crying out loud, there are thousands of graphic designers everywhere. Why should I pay you? You wake up one day and you tell me you're a web designer. For crying out loud, there are lots of web designers everywhere. Why should I pay you? This is your unique selling point. So Domino's Pizza, they tell you that we prepare pizzas in less than 1 minute. I've forgotten the exact way they put it. I think hot pizza in less than 1 minute. So implication, their target audience are students. So their unique selling point is that in less than 1 minute, they can prepare a pizza for you. So they are not telling you to leave other pizzas to come and buy their own, no. But subconsciously, they are telling you to what? To always rely on them. So what is your unique selling point? Mine is that I help entrepreneurs make 7 figures monthly. So if you want to make 7 figures monthly, I'm the first person you are going to remember. Someone like Victor Maxson does not care about you. He does not care about you. He's only after high ticket closers. All right. Yeah, 30 minutes of free. Yeah. So Domino's Pizza were saying that time, if we don't do your pizza in 30 minutes, we are going to give you a pizza for free. Don't pay again. Oh, Max and Victory has studied about it. You get to always have a unique selling point. What is your unique selling point? So if I want to design a website for you, I tell you that it's going to rank on Google's first page. And if you doubt me, go and search for Chinunamdi on Google. You will discover that I'm the only human being on the first 2 pages of Google. So if your name is Fortunamdi, you're already at a disadvantage in life. You are most likely not going to succeed unless you strive so hard. Imagine your name is Akin Alabi. How do you want to succeed? Now imagine you are bearing his name. You see that life is already hard for you by default. All right. So I live the life of my unique selling point. But when you go on Facebook, type Fortune Nnamdi, you are going to see over 3,000. When I mean 3,000 Fortune Nnamdi, I don't mean Fortune Okechukwu Nnamdi. I don't mean Fortune Eunice Nnamdi. I mean Fortune Nnamdi, exactly Fortune Nnamdi. You are going to see it listed out. And you are not going to see another set of human beings, Nnamdi Fortune. We are many. But truth is, I don't care. Once you just type Fortune Nnamdi on Google, I'm the only one you will see there. You get? So that's my unique selling point. Be like Coca-Cola, be like Facebook. Every day you pay Mark Zuckerberg. Because if you don't open Facebook, you open WhatsApp. If you don't open WhatsApp, you open Instagram. So you're always paying Mark Zuckerberg, whether you like it or not. That's what it means to be omnipresent. Some of you claim to be God-like. But God is omnipresent. Why are you not omnipresent? Have you seen Peng Joon? If you mistakenly watch his video online, he's going to pursue you till you cry to God for mercy. Have you watched Sabisubi? Have you seen Sabisubi's video? You just mistakenly comment on his ad. Jesus, you are gone. You are gone. There was a time I mistakenly watched his video. I was looking for ways I could contact him to stop reaching out to me. Anytime I open Facebook, the first video I see is Sabisubi. And he just say, hey, you forgot to collect your copy of... What thing be that? Which copy? I have sell like crazy. I've read PDF. I have hard copy. Sabri, I have my own. Leave me alone. The guy did not agree. When I open Instagram, I'll see Sabri. If I open YouTube, I'll see Sabri. My email, I'll see Sabri. I almost did not like that guy. But then I discovered that he just wanted to be omnipresent. So study Sabri, study Peng Joon. These guys are omnipresent online. There was a time Trisha Biz was doing this on Instagram. If you open Instagram, you are just seeing Trisha Biz. If you open Instagram, you are just seeing Trisha Biz. Don't go and do where 2 or 3 are gathered though. where 2 or 3 are gathered does not pay. Some of you have only 50 WhatsApp view, and out of that 50, 30 are family members, 15 they are from your church, 3 are your classmates. The only strangers there are 2. But let me tell you the truth. Strangers are the people that have your money. Strangers are the people that have your money. Hey, Russell Brunson, Jerry, there's oil in your head. Russell Brunson is another human being I don't like. I like him, but I don't like him. I don't know if you get what I mean. So go and study these guys. So for those of you that want to learn, there is something I already put up for lots of persons. Over 300 persons have attended the class anyway. How persons can sell like a prostitute and how they can market like a suya man. So I've gone to buy suya lots of times, and I saw what these suya men were doing that always made us come back to them for more suya. And I discovered that lots of online entrepreneurs don't even do these things. So when I went to Port Harcourt for the first time, I drove past Casablanca and I saw all those Ashawo Omo. I knew that Ashawo have grade. They have grade. The low ticket Ashawo used to come out between 7 and 10. Anyone you see from 10 till daybreak. God. So I was not making inquiries. After why these people did there? A friend of mine now told me that those ones that come out from 10 till daybreak, you don't take them to your house, so they take you to their duplex. So those ones they already made. So I now began to study these prostitutes, and I discovered that there is a way they sell. So I came up with a class what sell like a don, where I now begin to teach persons how to sell like a prostitute and how they can market like a suya man. And funny enough, I had to make the class extremely cheap, just 1,000 naira, because my plan is to make sure that 1 million people register for that class. All right. So I've not even gone anywhere close to the target. All right. So the class is still going to run. And if you want to join the class for just 1,000 naira, I'm going to put the link now. That's it. You're going to see sell like a done webinar at the bottom of the screen. Go and register. fortunenamdi.com/done. So just like we were saying, be like these big brands. Be like this big brand. Now let's go back to Instagram. Because Mark Zuckerberg is fighting TikTok, because Mark Zuckerberg is fighting YouTube, they came up with Instagram Reels. So a wise man will what? We focus on Instagram Reels more than carousel, and a wise man will focus on carousel more than pictures. All right. So on Instagram, these are the things that work. I wish I can share my screen. I honestly don't know if I can share my screen, but let's see. I doubt if I can. Anyway, I would have taken you through my Instagram profile, but please go through my Instagram profile after the class and see how it's neatly arranged. And there's somebody who is also doing well, content grandmaster. His Instagram is extremely beautiful. When you go there, you are going to see how you can arrange your Instagram to be more productive. So I tell people on my Instagram, you see, I help entrepreneurs make 7 figures monthly. And in bracket, I said, what? Send SFO to learn more. I don't want to tell you the lots of persons that have been sending me that code. I don't want to tell you the lots of persons that have paid me because I said send SFO to learn more. But the only thing we see on your Instagram, we see Baker, and they will now see Jesus girl. We know you are Jesus girl. Please calm down. Then you now see a girl with that small girl, big God. But small girl was big God. Your mates are cashing out with Instagram. You are doing small girl, big God. And the God you are calling big God does not know you. So use social media to your advantage. Go and study mine. You are going to discover that my Instagram is well branded with my brand colors. My red, black, and orange. Many of you don't know that my brand color, one of them happens to be orange. So when you see the 1 million naira challenge cohort 2 flyer, you are going to see my brand color there, all right? I personally want to do more of red than orange, okay? So when you go on my Instagram, you are going to see lots of my brand colors. It's very beautiful. When you go to the highlights, you are going to see about me, you are going to see events, you are going to see courses. Everything is done with what? With my brand color. My profile picture is what? My brand color. Every single thing. And in case you've not noticed, if you've gone through all my landing pages, they are all my brand colors. Don't copy me. There's an understanding I have that make me do it that way. It may not be productive for you, but if you know what to do, it's going to be productive for you. There's only one human being I've seen that does it that same way, and it's somebody I love very much, Joshua Umba. So his brand colors are green and yellow. So all his landing pages, green and yellow. All my landing pages, what's it called, red and orange. It's not really orange, but it's a color between yellow and orange. All right. So majority of what all my landing pages, not even majority. The only one that is different was when I was doing rent my status. All right. So I had to use green because WhatsApp is green. But then all my landing pages are red. I'm very consistent with my brand. Many of you today you use blue, tomorrow you use yellow, next tomorrow you use purple, and you think it is your stepmother that is your problem. You are your problem. See, you have not blown to the extent that village people know you. They don't know you. Stop accusing them. At times, at times, if your family members used to forget you. I don't know why you are accusing village people. They don't know you. Focus on your life. Brand properly. There's a way you appear online. People will trust you with their money. I don't know. There was a person that came to my DM today that got me really, really pissed off. I was careful not to block her, and I was careful not to drag her. I didn't want to make her more popular. So I just, the sale like it done, I put the flyer on my status, and the lady just came, and she was like, I will not pay until you send me proof. Send proof of people that have made money and I will pay. I was really, really pissed off this evening. I was like, are you sick? What am I using your money to do? I want to help you sell more. And you're telling me if I don't send you proof. Are you high? Did you see the landing page for you to go through? Now, some persons are very stupid online, and we don't know we are stupid. We really don't know. I should send you proof before you join my class. There was only a reason I didn't block her. Last week, there was a guy that tried something very similar. Now, you see, for those of you on my WhatsApp now, let me explain something to you. All right? If I upload a flyer on my status, if you make payment, don't DM me. Don't DM me. Go through the landing page and follow the process. For the fact that you have my contact does not mean you should DM me. That was how somebody paid 1K for my class. And this young man kept on calling me on phone. I was taking an online course and this man was disturbing me on top 1,000 naira around after 10. Maybe I'm your wife that you'll be calling me after 10. Or I'm your girlfriend. He called me. He started with WhatsApp call. He called me WhatsApp call 3 times. I ignored him. And because he had my WhatsApp number, he now started calling me direct call. I ignored him. He used another number. So I blocked his first number so he could not call me again. He used another number. I blocked him. I don't see. I almost talked to him on WhatsApp, but I was very careful not to. I uploaded the link so you could go through a landing page. This is how I saw a guy running ad on Facebook. He said, comment interested if you want to join my class. And one human being went to the comment section and was asking, how can I join your class? That's the problem. Nigerians don't read. That's why if you want to hide success from Nigerians, put it in a book. You are seeing type interested if you want to join the class. You're asking in the comment section, how can I join the class? So this young man came to my DM and was calling me. And the landing page told you to message Sarah after payments. On top 1,000, you are calling me. On top 1,000. And I remember how many times I uploaded it on my status yesterday. I said, after payment, do what? Message Sarah. I had to put a link that leads you directly to what? To her DM. So that you don't tell me you cannot copy number. Truth is that almost over 20 persons were telling me to add them to the group. Is it that you don't understand simple instruction or what? No, it's really, really painful. I must tell you, it's really, really painful. Click on the link to go to Sarah's DM. And you are coming to my DM to tell me to add you to a group. Shebi, I know I can add you to the group and I told you to message Sarah. Eh? Maybe I know I can and I told you to message Sarah. So all my webinars, they have landing pages. They prove you don't go through the landing page. And some of you laughing here are guilty. If I want to drag, I will start from somebody like Maxine Victory. And he will not do anything. And he will forgive me in advance. Go through simple landing page. It's not that long, for crying out loud. Go through landing page. This is why some persons don't pick your calls. I must tell you the truth. Let me tell you. Okay, I thank God I did not mention this guy's name because it was really, really very annoying. I uploaded something on my status, and a young man, a human being, dropped lots of comments, and I was happy that okay, this guy is wise, because normally I would have read it and I would have left it there. So I now decided to engage him, and I laughed with him, and I replied him. So we got talking. Around after 10, this young man did video call. He was calling me video call. We don't know from Adams. We've not met one-on-one. Like, you are not my mother's brother's son. You just did video call because I replied your WhatsApp call. Because I replied your WhatsApp message. And the next thing I'm seeing is video call. Why are we like this? No, why are we like this? Some of these mistakes are the reason why it looks as if people are ignoring you. Now, people don't like ignoring people, but we make things look so difficult that people just lock up. What? Okay, if you are wise, why will you be doing video call with somebody by after 10? Am I your boyfriend? Are you gay? He wants to see my house. Okay. The other one called me, was calling me. Let me tell you the story of another. There are many things that go on WhatsApp that many of you are not aware of. So last week, I uploaded the 1 million naira challenge flyer on my status. And one guy had the guts. He came to my DM and said, I've been hearing about your class, but I will not pay unless you send me screenshots of people that have done 1 million naira in a month. That's what somebody told me. He said, I will not pay unless you show me screenshot or someone that have done 1 million in a month. And I was like, this guy is very stupid. So I was already wanting to reply him, and I just read his message and left it there. You will not pay for my class. That one showed that you did not even go to the landing page, because you would have seen the landing page. So you just came and I tell him, if I don't send you screenshot, I just left him there. And the next 3 days after, he now came to my DM and said, I have made inquiries about the 1 million naira challenge, and people told me I should register, so I have registered. Well, Shay did not know you make inquiries before. Some of us are very, very stupid, and I pray that they can hear me very well. I just pray they can hear me very, very well. Let me tell you some of the mistakes some of you make online also. A guy commented on my status, and because I don't want to make it look somehow in quotes, I decided to reply him. And the next thing this guy told me was, I want to run a YouTube live session, and I would want, how did he even put it? Said, I want to feature you. When can we hold the class? As what? As what? God. 2 people did it this week. I just saw the message and I left it there. So because you replied my status, and I replied you back, the next thing you can tell me is that you want us to run YouTube live. No, that's the next thing you can say now. But if you were wise, you would have known that if you want me to train in your event, you would have met Sarah. You'd have messaged her. You'd have booked a date with her. But no, because you have my number now, you can just wake up one morning and you just tell me to come and teach in your class. Please, let's learn to do things the way it's meant to be done. All right? Let's learn to a featurist. Let's learn to. And what pained me was that one of those guys was even He even registered for 1 million naira challenge. That was what pained me. That was what pained me, nothing else. They will put landing page for you, you will not open it. That's why people are poor online. Sorry to say. That's why we will teach you in a WhatsApp group. Many people who paid for that 1 million naira challenge, I know that they did not go through that class for one day. I know. I can bet anything. Many people did not go through the class. Until today, they are not making shishi. I don't want to call names, so I don't want to call names. I don't want to call names at all. At all. At all. I will try not to. I will just try not to. But let me as per WhatsApp brother now, God bless you. Let me tell you something that happened during SMA. And in case you don't know, most persons that register for SMA, they are still poor. It's my class now. I will tell you, I'm not going to tell you that everybody made millions. God forbid. God forbid. Only few made money from SMA. Most of them, they are poor. Let me tell you a story. No, SMA was 5K at first, and then it moved to 10K, then it moved to 15K, and then SMA moved to 20K, and now it's 50K. And on my birthday, I'm going to make SMA 150K. So a guy messaged me when SMA was 5K and joined. I pray the guy is here so he can state his experience. So this guy happens to do solar and inverter stuff. And from the way he was talking, I knew he was serious. But I'm wise enough now not to really believe people who appear serious, because most times they are not serious. Funny enough, when we were done with SMA, this guy did 1.8 in 1 month. He closed 2 clients to do solar with him. This was a guy that was poor. People were not paying him to do solar. This guy closed 1.8 because I remember this guy very well. Chinedu is his name, Engineer Chinedu. He was always in every SMA class. He got to a point I had to notice him. He was always in every SMA class. He was present in all. If we give them any task, this guy was doing it. So when he came to my DM telling me that he did 1.8 in 1 month, I was not surprised. I was happy. So he told me that before he was doing design, graphic design for 500 naira. I was like, brother, what will happen? How will you do that graphic design for 500 naira? So he said after SMA, he now took a bold step and built one woman 5K and she paid once. And he now said, okay, let's leave the other story. It's none of your business anyway. But point is, this young man was serious from the beginning of SMA till the end. In 30 days, he was able to pull 1.8. This was somebody who was very poor. Funny enough, my brother AJ did a DCC class. I went to train there. I also met the same Chinedu in DCC, and he was still serious. I know if I ask AJ now, that guy must have attended all the classes. Yes. There's a woman that messaged me when she wanted to. I think she joined SMA when it was 20K. I think she joined SMA when it was 20K. So that time, she now told me that she wanted to join SMA, but she didn't have money, so she had to borrow to join. Honestly, I thought she was not going to be serious. But funny thing was that this woman was extremely serious from the beginning to the end of SMA. She pulled, okay, during Lenoflix meeting, I think she won a cash prize of over 500 million naira. And this woman made lots of money from Lenoflix, won extra money from Lenoflix, and is pulling lots of money physically as a businesswoman. But some persons still paid for that SMA, and their financial life is still where it is. Simply because they paid for a class, they wanted to be an alumni of SMA, they didn't go through the class, they are still poor. That was how one guy came to my DM after attending 1 million naira challenge, and they were telling me, sir, my product is not selling. I said, oh God, go through the 1 million naira challenge again. What I thought, you're asking me, go back, go and take the course again. Stop paying for classes that you're not attending. Oh, Maxine Victory, you know her. I didn't want to call her name. That woman is on fire. I admire her. After share your story with me, you can type it or you type it on my WhatsApp. I don't know, some of you should know Content Grandmaster. He told me one day that since he opened his bank account, he has never done anything close to 500K. But he reluctantly joined SMA that time. I think he joined SMA last year. April, this young man messaged me and said that he did 1.2 in 3 months, 90 days. And at the time, he was a jambite. He made his dad's years of salary in 3 months, 1.2 in 3 months, a jambite. That was the same SMA people went through. What was he selling? He was just monetizing his knowledge. He was just teaching on content creation, and he was teaching people how to grow their WhatsApp views. I was surprised that this jambite could do 1.2. And last month he messaged me, he said he has done 2.8 in 8 months. Which government job will pay you 2.8 in 8 months? With just his phone, he's pressing his phone, 2.8 in 8 months. The same SMA that people paid 5K for. Some people paid 20K. They did not learn shishi. People who were serious were making it dry. I know of a girl, Grace Atoyebi. This lady joined SMA then. I'm just teaching you to be serious with your classes. She done SMA then, and after the class, we're now telling her, okay, tell us, what have you done from SMA? How much have you made? She said for the first time in her life, she was able to close somebody to pay 206,000 naira in one day. 206. But we taught everybody closing in that class. We taught everybody closing in that class. Everybody. Only few applied it. You guys should be careful. Don't see, don't come to my DM and tell me that you want to host me in your class. I will not answer you. I'm not going to answer you, right? So go and meet Sarah. Go and message her. She's going to tell you every single thing. If you pay for my class, don't DM me, all right? And if you don't want to pay for the class, just keep your money, all right? But if you pay for the class, DM Sarah. It's on my landing page. You're going to see her number there. Message her. She's going to add you. If she did not add you immediately, calm down. Where are you running to? Where are you running to? When I don't make me shift from what I did talk. People are already, oh, it's okay. It's okay. So on Instagram, model successful people, right? On social media, model successful people, but don't copy them. Some of you are copying classes. I'm waiting for somebody I will drag, and I will use Facebook ads to drag you. Trust me, I will do it. And if I want to drag you Facebook ad, I will not target your location. No. I will target where your mommy and your daddy they are staying. So every of your church member, they are not going to see that you are a scammer. And trust how church members used to do. One person will now call, Mama Victory, get it I see for Facebook. You get it I see for Facebook. They say your pikin don't they copy people online. Maybe your pikin picture be this. Your pikin when you send go school, don't they copy people online. And trust me, I know how your mom will call you. She will call you, Victory, come home. And you will go home, you're happy. They'll now cook good food for you. While you are eating, you will now see yourself. All right? Keep copying people's classes. And copy my own. I'm keeping you quiet. Copy it. I will drag you unless I don't see you. If I see you, I will target where your parents they are. I will target where your parents they are staying. And if care is not taken, I will target your village. Watch me. If you want to try me, eh? Some people don't have sense online, and we need to use like 8 of them to show example. Facebook ad is not expensive. I can choose to sacrifice, let's say 50K to test the ad on your head. 50,000 persons in your village review the ad and let me know how even the native doctor will not be aware that you are stupid. I've seen your exact ad on Facebook that someone else used. Your ad on rent your start. Jerry, please send me the person's link. Thank you. Maybe we'll start with that person. Send me the person's link on WhatsApp. Stop copying people, model people. All right. You see that somebody's Instagram profile is looking beautiful. Model it. Model what works. Model it. If you go on my Instagram, you're going to love it. Trust me, you will love it. Let's talk about Facebook. Okay, let's talk about Twitter first. I noticed that people on Twitter are confused people. That's one. 2, they are stubborn people. That's 2. 3, they like catching crews. That's 3. So they don't get to learn because they are always what? They are always catching crews. So when you go on my Twitter, study everything. Study my cover photo, but don't copy it. I'm warning you, don't copy it. Study my my profile picture there. Study my bio. Study every single thing. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a video very soon about how to dominate social media very, very soon. You are going to see me use a whiteboard to teach all these things, okay? See what I did. So on Facebook, I sounded very, very nice. On Instagram, I sound very nice. But on Twitter, I just told them I am not a nice salesman. Follow or not, it is your life. That's how I choose to stay on Twitter. Because I want my Twitter audience to be very, very filtered, all right? So if you have pride, don't come. I just want humble people who can learn from me. So I just said, I'm not a nice salesman. Follow or not, it is your life. That's what I did on Twitter. And on Twitter, if you want to upload your profile picture, let me advise you, upload a picture of you and a celebrity, or upload a picture of you and an influencer. On Facebook, don't do it. On Facebook, let it be only you. But on Twitter, if possible, upload a picture of you and an influencer. So when you go to my Twitter, you're going to see a picture of me and Akin Alabi. When you go to Poshi Tamilore's Twitter, you're going to see Poshi and I think Ronald Nzimora, right? I think Oxide Zone is Oxide and I think Akin Alabi and all that. On Twitter, Twitter is a place where people celebrate celebrities all the time. So you might want to use a picture of you and the celebrity or you and an influencer as your Twitter profile picture. Then your cover photo, let it just explain what you do. Go and study Camila, the dating coach, or study mine, all right? Then your bio, if you have a branded company, if you have a brand that has a Twitter account, put the link there. So when you go to my Twitter, you're going to see some of the brands I run. You're going to see a link sending you back to those places, okay? Then on Twitter, avoid. Let me tell you about Twitter. Let me tell you about Twitter. Try to post often on Twitter. There are times where you might have to post 8 times in a day. Yeah. Because when you like somebody's post, they are going to tell all your friends that you like somebody's post. So imagine you post 8 times a day and 80 people like your 8th post. Implication, people's friend are going to see your post, all right? So they are just going to keep seeing your post, and that's how you grow your reach. One person that does this very well is Ronald Nzimora. Go and search him on Twitter. I will just see Ronald just wake up and type, so my neighbor just decided to pepper us with our egusi soup. That's how we tweet. So lots of people will be commenting and they'll be sharing their experience. Another time Ronald will come, we will just type Buhari is a fool. And people will now begin to comment and all that. So I love the way he tweets. He's always tweeting. Ronald Nzimora is always tweeting. There are times where he tweets up to 15 times in a day. You might want to do something like that, all right? Now, while working on your Twitter, make sure your pinned tweet is a thread, if possible. The purpose for your pinned tweet is to get people to get so much value that they cannot leave your profile without following you. So when you go on my Twitter, you will see, I've forgotten what I uploaded there, but I think 6 sales and marketing lessons that made me, it was not 7.2 million naira from WhatsApp without selling physical products. So I listed 6 ways people can make money online on my Twitter profile. So it was a thread. There is no way a sane human being will go through that thread, reading all 6 lessons and not follow me. So the goal of your pinned tweet is for people to follow you and to learn. So if possible, make sure your pinned tweet is a thread. Make sure your pinned tweet is a thread, if possible. You can put a quote anyway, but I will advise it is a thread, okay? That's one. What else should I talk about? Twitter. Do you have any question about Twitter? Then on Twitter, post comments, put tweets that will engage people to, that will encourage people to engage, okay? Don't just put a close-ended tweet. Put a tweet that is going to force people to type. So there was one I put, I said, be a Manchester United fan, marry a Manchester United fan, and live happily ever after. This is what's going to happen. Chelsea fans are going to badmouth the tweet. You're only going to make it more viral. What's it called? Man U fans are going to support the tweet. You are going to make it more viral. Arsenal fans are going to badmouth the tweet, and you're going to make me more viral. So I'm going to get lots of followers, okay? And all that. So on Twitter, you might want to post controversial tweets. Yes. Twitter, that platform, if you really want to sell, you have to be a bit controversial so that people can drag you. But don't be so controversial that they drag you too much, please. There's some dragging you don't survive. So on Twitter, put some controversial posts. Put some controversial posts. So I can just wake up one day and say, um, if you have money, don't stay in this country. Yes. So some people that go to churches where they tell them that Nigeria is made for you, they will get angry. But remember, I didn't attack any church, right? So they will not say, I better get out here. Wait till you know where you talk. You're only going to make my tweet more viral. You're going to make more persons follow me. Because when you try to drag me on Twitter, people are going to go through my profile to see this guy they are dragging, and they're going to get lots of value, and they just go that you're the stupid person, and they just begin to follow me and all that. So Twitter, do more controversial posts, all right? Don't go on Twitter and post nonsense. Don't go to people's tweets and now put your shoes and say, contact my number. No, don't do that, please. Don't do that. If you want to sell a product, let me advise you, the place where they tell you to put your website link, if possible, put a lead generation link there. If possible. You know why? Majority of Twitter deals are closed in the DM, not really in the comment section, all right? So when you go to my Twitter, you're going to see my website, crazysales.ng. When you click on that link, it's going to take you to my WhatsApp. So what I'm doing is that I'm transferring my Twitter audience to my WhatsApp where I can nurture, prime, and sell to them. If possible, use what's it called? Use a lead generation link there, or a link where you can collect people's email. Yeah, an opt-in page and all that. It's going to work better for you than just putting a link to your other social media platform and all that. Yes, Maxine Victory, thank you. All of you that do DM for price on WhatsApp, stop it. People don't have that time. State the price there. If I can afford it, I tell you. If I cannot, let me rest. All the time, you've been doing DM for price since 2014. You have not been selling. You should know that it's not working now. Some people now say, please repost. My buyer may be on your contact list. Then some girls will now say, please repost so that your baby girl can eat. Baby girl call. Please repost so that. If you don't want to eat, don't eat now. How is that one our business? How is that one our business? So stop all those rubbish, please. On Namumu they go boutique. On okay, Precious, I know you very well, so you forgive me in advance. Now poor man know they go boutique. Yeah, not be Mumu they go boutique. If you have money, go to boutique, okay? But don't spend your profit, your capital going to boutique. If you have money, go to boutique. I beg. I don't support this comment. I don't support this comment. I don't support this comment, okay? No be Mumu they go boutique. Oh, if you have money, you will not make this statement. Yeah, my friends, I have to say that, okay? Um, DM for price. Nobody has that time. There are lots of. I don't know what's wrong with girls these days. Every girl is either wanting to sell shoe or clothes. Why? Every girl now want to sell shoe or clothes because everybody wants to sell to a Yahoo boy and all that. That's why you are not selling now. Why not sell what other girls are not selling? So every girl is either. I've seen it several times. Majority of the people, once I just see cloth on your WhatsApp status, I will mute you. That's the end. What should you do on WhatsApp? WhatsApp is a private social media platform. It's not really a public one because the only people who can see your WhatsApp status are people who save your number, that you saved their number. So the way WhatsApp was built is in such a way that I only get to chat with close friends, all right? So if you are not a close friend, most times I'm not really going to save your number. That's how WhatsApp works, right? So WhatsApp does not expect you to list lots of things. So because WhatsApp is a private chat platform, I will advise, keep nurturing. Okay, he's mimicking the way they talk. Okay. Interesting. Please gather your questions. Oh, gather your questions. I will tell you when to ask questions. Gather your question, all right? So on WhatsApp, when I move people from my Twitter, if you go to my Instagram, the link there is also the one that's going to bring you to my WhatsApp. Okay. I think on almost all my social media platforms, it brings you to my WhatsApp. All right. So what I do now is that I nurture you on my WhatsApp. I prime to you and I sell to you. So my WhatsApp is more like a place where all my followers are gathered. And then from my WhatsApp, I now transfer them to my email market, to my email list and all that. All right. I thought last week why you should transfer leads. I know I thought last week why you should transfer leads. So I might not talk about that again. So if you didn't watch the last week video, go on my YouTube channel, go and watch it. Nurture people, enlighten people, make them understand you're an authority about what you do on WhatsApp. Please, that's how WhatsApp is meant to be. Then after you've nurtured them for a very long time, you can just put one picture. Last week, I talked about these things. On WhatsApp, give more value than you sell. Teach 80%, sell 20%. You are going to make more sales. Most of you sell 90% and do joke 10%. Most of you sell 90% and crack joke 10%. That's why you are not selling. People will not buy from you unless they perceive that you are genuinely interested in them. So I tell people to help, don't sell. Help people. Selling is about creating new memories. Selling is about creating new experiences. Selling is not just about collecting money. All right. So help people. How do you help people? By sharing value on your status. Maxim Victory is always sharing value on his status. Tosin is always sharing value on her status. Jerry Fabian is always sharing value on his status. That's why people are paying them. When you share value on your status, you are helping people. And man by default is a reciprocal being. When you help them, a time will come, they want to pay you money. They don't know why they are paying you money, but that's why they are paying you money, because you've helped them at a point in time. So I just want to be fast, all right? Because I need to eat. My swallow is there. You know, I told you last week, when you eat swallow, you will not go shallow. All right, so my swallow is there. Good egusi soup with big meat and Santana. Then cold berry blast and bottled water. So I want to eat well. So I need to be fast with this class, so I don't die while teaching. Yes, I want chop, Jerry. I want chop. So I'm maybe on a very good day, I'm going to teach you on WhatsApp. I think I will dedicate one day to just WhatsApp marketing, and I'll dedicate another day to just Twitter marketing, and I'll dedicate another day to Facebook. So next week, I'm going to teach you how to dominate Facebook. I'm not going to teach you this week, all right? So next week, I will teach you how to dominate Facebook, how to brand your Facebook to look professional, how to nurture people on Facebook. I'm going to teach you these things by next week. So somebody should remind me. I'm going to teach you these things by next week, how you can dominate Facebook wherever you are. The exact method I used on Facebook that has given me results. Me and swallow, don't mind me. I eat swallows on Wednesdays because after talking, I must have lost lots of energy. Okay. My live sessions are every Wednesday. Are they hear me? So by this time next week Wednesday, I'm going to teach you how to dominate Facebook. Okay. It's every Wednesday, 11 p.m. So this is my TV station. This is my TV station, all right? So on WhatsApp, nurture people, give out lots of value, So ask your question, tell me. If you've not subscribed to my mailing list, I should upload the link on my status tomorrow. I should upload the link on my status. If you've not connected with me on WhatsApp, yes, this is how you can connect with me on WhatsApp, crazysales.ng. I promise to give you, right? I'm going to upload the link on my status within the week, so that those of you that clicked on this link can access the bundle, right? Then if you've not connected with me on WhatsApp, visit crazysales.ng after the class, and it's going to take you straight to my WhatsApp. The moment you click on it, I'm going to save your number. Victory, I'll have issue with you. What is this? What is this? If you call me, I'll block you. If you video call me, I'll block you. Yes. So there was something Victory said before. He said, help them today and sell to them tomorrow. Where's that comment? Yes, when you help them today, they will help you tomorrow. So help them today so you can sell to them tomorrow. That's the secret. Just like some of you are already planning to buy my course. Some of you have bought I think almost all of you have bought my courses. And that's why you are here to learn more. And the courses are helping you make money online. And that's why you can trust me to come on my YouTube channel to come and learn more, right? So if you know you asked me a question before and I've not answered you, please copy and paste it. Let's be fast. Let's be fast. Ask your questions. I'm going to take, I think I should just take only 5 questions and I'm done. I think I should take just 5 questions. So before then, I'm going to play a 30 second, a 22 seconds video. Sorry. I just wanted to watch the video where you ask me your question. Somebody just uploaded a question. All right, no problem, no problem. So uh yeah, we go. Yes, so Lady K, I saw you last week and I'm seeing you this week and I hope to see you next week, okay? You love my video. All right, Makin Kalu was the one that did the video. Makin Kalu did my video. He does majority of my I think he does all my videos anyway. Okay, yeah, majority of my videos. So he does it. If you want it, you can request for his number. I'm going to give you. He does perfect videos. All his videos are sweet. Many of you love my video. Interesting, interesting. All right, so as a newbie online, how can we start an introductory conversation when a customer texts you? When a customer texts you, let me tell you something about closing. When it comes to closing, the person who asks the most question is leading the conversation. In closing, the guy who asks the most questions is actually leading the conversation. So don't just rush into giving them a product. Ask them series of questions, all right? Ask them series of questions. You are trying to make them understand that you are genuinely interested in them. They now begin to feel very special. Wow, this person wants to know how I'm doing. This person wants to know why my product is not selling and all that. In a very short time, they are going to begin to like you and they are going to begin to trust you. Imagine I ask you, you come to me on WhatsApp and I ask you why your product is not selling and I give you some free tips why it's selling, and then I now introduce you to a course. Do you think you are going to pay or not? You are certainly going to pay, right? Ask them a series of questions to know their pain points. There's something I played on my status yesterday. I said, press until it hurts. That's the rule of closing. Keep asking questions until you find their pain points. Don't stop asking questions until you find their pain points. When they mistakenly review their pain points, hammer on it until they pay you money. So you say a skincare product and the girl is complaining that she has this pimple for 4 years. That's her pain points. She wants to look beautiful in public. Hammer on it until she pays you money. So, like I said, more value equals to more money. Yes, favor. Don't ever recommend a solution until you know their pain. Don't ever recommend a solution until you know their pain. If I don't know your pain, I'm not going to recommend a solution to you. So I'm going to keep asking you questions until I find your pain point. Press until it hurts. So the way to begin a conversation is to ask them questions until you can find their problem. When you find their problem, advise them and suggest a solution. Don't impose a solution. Suggest a solution. This is where most of you get it wrong. You don't impose your solution. Don't try it. Don't ever try it. Don't try it. Suggest it. So you can be like, Mr. Victory, I would like to suggest you get this. I don't know how you want to put it, but then just make it. You know, human beings are very proud. Be like a doctor. Thank you, Tosin. Human beings are very proud. They want you to feed their ego. So when you impose your course on them, they are going to build this resistance. But when I suggest it to you, you're now beginning, oh, more. This guy, they suggest, give me more. I be big boy. So as a big boy, you now pay me money. That's how it works, all right? So 4 more questions to go. Where's the next question? Where's the next question? Okay. Okay, I will teach you how to dominate Facebook to increase your sales next week. How to brand your complete Facebook, how to brand your Facebook, how to dominate Facebook and all that. I'm going to teach you next week how to brand Facebook, okay? That's what I'll teach you next week. So, Olivia, visibility coach, remind me. Adeyemi said, you are a blessing to this generation. If other influencers can do this to someone like me that doesn't have money to buy a course, will have gone far. You have money to buy courses in Jesus' name. Amen. You go and look for money and pay for 1 million challenge. Free classes are good, trust me. My free classes are more than your paid coaches classes. And I'm not even trying to brag about it. I'm just telling you what I know. My free classes are worth more than your paid coaches class, all right? So don't take my free classes for granted, okay? Learn as much as possible. Some of you, when you implement this, you are going to make lots of money online. When you make this money, collect my account number and send your tithes. Pay offering, okay? So that the man of God can be blessed. When a prospect asks a question, reply with a question. Exactly. You must be a student of Maxine Victory for you to say this, Precious. Victory, is he your student? Do you sound like Maxine Victory? When a prospect asks you a question, reply with a question. Never allow a prospect take charge. That's true. So when you tell me why should I buy your course, I'm going to tell you, are you comfortable with your financial life? Yes or no? And when you tell me no, I tell you, good. This is why you should take my course. Okay. So when you ask me a question, I reply you with a question. So you tell me, I don't know what to do about my business, and then I ask you, how much did you make in the last 30 days? And then you tell me, I'm like, okay. So what do you think is the reason why you did not make this amount of money? So I keep asking you questions to know why you feel you did not make the money. Then I can now suggest a solution to you, all right? So never, don't just give them straight answer. Reply their questions with questions until you find their pain points. Until you find their pain points. Okay. I'm looking for a question so I can just reply and go and eat my swallow. Okay. I don't know if it will. This is Wednesday night school. I offer values on my status, but few people respond. What can I do to spark many of them to respond? If you are after impact, you will not bother if they respond. Trust me. I upload lots of things on my status, and I don't give a damn if you respond or not. But then if you respond, it's okay, all right? So I'm putting out there for you to learn. I'm not expecting your reply. When I upload on my status, I don't expect any reply. I am doing it because I want to help lives. Just like I'm doing this free class because I want to help you sell. So I do these things because I want to watch people become better. That's why I do it. So if you're after impact, you will not be bothered about the like. If you are after impact, you will not be bothered about the like, all right? So it's not about them responding. Keep giving out value. You know, an average WhatsApp user, because of those stupid contact gain they are doing, an average WhatsApp user has about 500 views a day. So imagine people will now have to struggle to see your view. This is why you need to be highly valuable so that people begin to search your name to view your status. Some of you search my name every morning so you can learn. Okay? So Olakule, I trust you very well, right? So don't care about their response is not your problem, okay? Just keep giving value. A time will come, they will notice you. Trust me. It's always like that. How do you grow your followers on Twitter? I don't know. I know, sir. I don't know. I just post. I keep posting. I post things that will help people, and then they like my post and they follow me. That's just it. Just post things that are going to make people. Because when you comment on my post, they tell your friend that you commented on my post. So I'm going to post tweets that will force you to comment. And favor-wise, you comment on many of my tweets. I've seen your comments several times on my Twitter. And that's why majority of your Twitter friends are following me. Because anytime you comment on my tweets, they tell your friends that Favor White commented on my tweet. All right. So when you post valuable things, people are going to follow you. People follow only results. People follow only results. Jesus, these questions are many. Make I rush. The difference between modeling and copying. When I model your class, I'm trying to study the principles behind your class and then I implement those principles. I'm not copying your class. I study your brand to understand the principles you are running with. Then I run with the principle. I don't copy your flyer. I don't copy your headline, okay? You will never see me copy somebody's headline. I know you must be a student of Victory Maxim. You get me? So modeling is more about understanding what works. Copying is about copying the obvious. What if they don't have money to pay now? Not everybody is your customer. But truth is that they have money anyway. They don't just consider you an authority. Yes. But always remember, I taught them the SW formula is SMA, Sales Master Academy. SMA is just 50K. If you want to join, visit crazysales.ng/SMA. I told them the SW formula of sales. Some will, some will not. Not everybody is your customer. Worship mentalist crew, you were here last week. I remember your name. Not everybody is your customer, please. Not everybody. If they don't want to pay, they should get out. But keep giving out values. Someday they are going to pay. I have to be very fast. Alpha value of my status, but only if you have answered this question now. About nurturing WhatsApp audience, should one begin? Go and listen to my last. Obviously, you were not in last week class or you didn't follow me, Raphael. Go to my YouTube channel. Go and watch the video on leveraging social media for the next year. The answers to your questions are there. You didn't follow me last week. In your lecture, you stated that we shouldn't show up our income. My question now is that, does that mean in my pursuit of joining the government? When you are an authority, when people trust you, they will pay without seeing your account balance. Trust me. For a very long time, have I uploaded what's it called? Have I uploaded anything like my account balance? You've not seen it on my WhatsApp, right? But people pay for my classes, okay? Because somebody, I'm just in another payment. Good. So somebody already, people consider me as an authority in sales, so they pay for my classes. It's not basically about your alert. We want results. Can you prove to me that you know what you are teaching me? So you can use good. I like there's something Maxim Victory does a lot. He uses the alert of his students as testimonials, not his own. I've noticed it about Maxim Victory. He uses the alert of his students as his testimonial. He does not use his own. You can model him. What's the best freelancing platform to render graphic? Go on Fiverr, go on Upwork. Tell your friends to refer you and all that. Okay. If they don't respond, how will I know they will buy what I sell? Go and take last week course, Olakole. Go back, go and watch last week's video. It answered your question. I have to be very fast, okay? So I might skip lots of questions. I told you guys to ask. You guys are doing big boys, all right? So now, questions are so many. How do I convince them without? I've answered your question. How about payment proof? Is it advisable to share? You can use that of your students. Okay? Which other one? People follow only results. Swallow by this time. I swallow by 3 a.m. I don't have a problem with that. Leave me alone. Grace, I swallow anytime. My body is intact. When I eat, I don't sleep immediately. My God, this is it. Precious, send me a message on WhatsApp. I should send you a gift. Copying is the front end, modeling is the back end. Every programmer will understand what he said. Copying is the front end, modeling is the back end. You are extremely smart. I have lots of results, but somehow I feel I'm not leveraging. Please, what can I do? You feel you are not leveraging your result enough. Leverage it now. Your question is your answer. You feel you are not leveraging your results enough. Leverage it now. You know, pass like that. People pay for results, not your alert. You are getting it. People pay for results, not your alert. I've given them maxing. I've given them paid secrets. Don't mind them. So we've been on this session for 1 hour 38 minutes, and we did not teach up to 25% of what I have in store for you guys. I was supposed to teach you about WhatsApp. I didn't go into details, although I taught WhatsApp last week anyway. I was supposed to teach you about email marketing. I could not teach you. I was supposed to teach you about Instagram. I could not teach you. I only taught a bit about Twitter. So go and study my Instagram. Study that of Content Grandmaster, okay? Next week, I'm going to teach you how to dominate Facebook. When I'm less busy, I can teach you on email marketing. So I expect you guys to go and register for the Sell Like a Don class. You are going to learn how to sell like a prostitute. And you are going to learn how to market like a suya man, all right? So what time is this? Every Wednesday, 11 p.m. Come on my YouTube channel and I will teach you sales and marketing. Every Wednesday, 11 p.m. So this is a massive class. This past week, I'll be making research on making it true copy. All what you said is what you want me to review your book? Send it to Sarah. Let her send it to me, okay? Send it to Sarah. If you don't have a number, go through my landing page. You are going to see it. So guys, I need to go and eat my swallow. Yeah, so send me your testimonial on WhatsApp. Send me the review. Send me what you learned. Don't send it to me on WhatsApp. Sorry, send it to the Telegram channel. You want to join the Telegram channel? Type t.me/sellobeg. t.me/sellobeg. Drop all your testimonials there. Drop your reviews there. I want to see them. Tell me what you learned. Tell me how you are going to apply it. If you apply that of last week and you are getting results, please send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me, okay? So I'm going to meet you the same time next week, Wednesday. I'm going to send the link to this video on the Telegram group. Copy it and put it everywhere on WhatsApp. Tell your friends to go and watch the live session. What you are going to do, post what you learned on your WhatsApp status. Add my name so I don't mute you. So if you learned suggest, don't impose, type it, then put Fortune and the under, okay? Then after you've posted like 7 or 10 of them, you can now put the link. Tell them to continue to learn more about this class. See the link below. And yes, tag me on Instagram. If you post anything on Twitter, tag me. If you post anything on Instagram, tag me, all right? Yes. On Facebook, you can tag me, okay? Next week, I'm going to teach you about Facebook. Next week, I'm going to teach you about Facebook. You're really going to learn a whole lot. So go and join the Sell Like a Don. fortunenamdi.com/don. Have a nice day. I can still see 55 people, 56 now. I'm not teaching, though. Leave. Come back next week. Take care, guys.